Do you have absolutely everything mapped out in front of you and know where you're going? Do you like to know exactly how things will happen and what everyone else needs to do in order for things to be okay for you? And do you feel that like it will all fall apart if something or someone gets in your way? Or do you go with the flow of things, able to navigate everything that crops up and keep going with a sense of calm and achievement? Now, there are different ways of control, different kinds of control, and that's why in this short video I'm going to explain to you the difference between them and why one helps you and why the other one hinders you. But first, let's talk about the helpful kind of control that helps you to get where you want to go, navigating your way in a fluid and flow-like way. In this scenario, you probably have a really clear idea and vision about where you want to go and what you want to achieve in life. Things might crop up along the way though, which distract you momentarily, but that seems to be okay. You get over that frustration relatively quickly and you course correct and then keep on going. Now, as well, in this scenario, you might most likely allow people to figure out their own journey as you go on yours. You support them rather than trying to get them to do it your way. You are strong, you're resilient, you have the resources to cope with whatever is put in your path. Now, this is the control that has strength and courage. It's a softer kind of control that is fluid and completely open to change. And then there's another kind of control. Now, it's not bad or negative. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like to place things quite so quickly into the good or bad camp or the wrong or right camp, etc. It's just different. But this kind of control generally feels more like a fight and a struggle to get where you want to go. Nothing feels like it's in flow, and any challenges or diversions that come along and pop up along your path feel really frustrating and usually set you back. You probably try to get everyone else to fit in with your life plan, trying to ensure that if they do things a certain way or behave in a certain way, it's all going to work out fine. Now, it definitely takes you longer when we hold on to this type of control to get where you're going, and it doesn't feel easy. It affects your work, it affects your relationships with colleagues, with family and friends, and it affects your own well-being. And of course, it also knocks your confidence. Now, this is a more rigid form of control and it's really unnerving, and you always feel as though you're on the back foot when you're trying to control everything so rigidly. It quite probably feels like you're only just about holding on to control and your confidence is eroding further as time goes by. So which kind of control do you think shows up for you the most? If it's the less positive kind, then there are a few things that you can do to start feeling more in control so that your confidence absolutely starts to soar. And the tips that I'm going to share with you actually come directly from one of my clients who now feels so much more in control of where her life is heading. She responds to situations and the people around her in a very different way now, especially those that are closest to her. So her three tips have actually given her more positive control in her life. Firstly, she says staying aware of it really helps. Becoming aware of when you're trying to control something or someone to fit into your way of doing things is really key. How might you then be able to navigate the odd bump in the road or hurdle without it stopping you in your tracks completely? The second thing she says helps is saying no to things and to people. Now, this isn't easy for many of us. We're often trying hard to please others and avoid criticism, so we can do things we don't want to. So ask yourself, what do I want to do here and what do I need right now that's going to give me contentment? Thirdly, she says asking why I'm doing something is really, really helpful. What we do and say impacts those around us as well as ourselves. So before we react, take a moment to ask yourself, how will doing this or saying this impact those around me, and how importantly is it going to affect me? We're all responsible for how we react in a situation and towards others. So when something unexpected happens, then it can either derail us completely or we can find a way to navigate around it and keep going. We become resilient and we find ways to do things differently. We take control of our lives that's more fluid and easy and find solutions in order to keep moving forward. Now, there's nothing more empowering than that, I promise. So remember, start small and build from there. And if you found this helpful and you'd like more tips like this that I only share with my mailing list, then click on the link in the post below and sign up there. Also, don't forget that if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, then I offer 5 free mindfulness consultations every single month. Just click on the other link there and sign up. And I'll see you again for my next video.